Hello everyone, it's Isabel Emberscroll and welcome back to a new Star Stable video. So yesterday, Star Stable posted something on their site called Star Stable Entertainment about the behind the scenes of the Marley's Farm update and the mobile games. Also water shades, but at the end of the article they had something about the character update, and I mostly did this video because of that, and I want to know like when they might update our characters onto the game. I know they're still working on it, but it's like they were supposed to do it November 2021, but they canceled it because I don't think they had enough time to do it. So maybe it could come out in summer of 2022, or maybe even earlier since they're working on it now. But it's just what they had before the last, I think it was in December, they had this one that I showed in a video of like the Dark Riders that are going to be updated, and then they had some like spoilers of the character update stuff. But now they have like an even further of the article for the character update, and that's kind of like what we're going to be doing today. So without anything else, let's get straight into this video. Okay, the Star Stable January blog for the Marley's Farm tech and character update. So this was posted 2 days ago on the 27th of January. So I guess it's only just introducing our new monthly blog featuring behind the scenes updates, insights, and upcoming additions to your favorite horse game, Star Stable Online. So this one's about Marley's Farm, so about what they did and how many textures they used, which I think it's pretty interesting since like you get to learn a lot about what it is. So it's kind of like, but there's a lot of stuff to read, so I'm trying to like break it down into a smaller group so we can like read it, but it'll make sense, and like we'll be able to get this done in like a shorter amount of time. So as the game grows, we wish to provide you with an immersive world that you want to spend time in and keep coming back to. So by raising the quality of our graphical assets, how they were implemented into the engine uses them to improve optimization, all within our art style. We aim to enhance your experience while you're in the game. It is just a matter of visual improvement, but also how the game runs on your computer or device. When we're working on revamping an existing area, we also put a lot of thought into creating a better experience with less frustration when navigating the world and going from one place to another. For example, those of you who've been playing for a while might recall a time when you were not allowed to jump with your horse when you were inside the old walls of Silverglade. With those walls in place, it meant there were only a few points you were actually able to exit the village. During the previous year, the team has done a great deal of work on Silverglade Village and Steve's farm with the surrounding area. Still, one small location remained in order to wrap up the central part of Silverglade, Marley's Farm. One big technical change in the engine that allowed us to deliver these improvements to you is gradient maps. Gradient maps allow us to create more variations of the same texture without adding more strain on your device. One of our artists created an image to show what difference it makes. Without gradient maps, we needed to have 74 textures loaded into memory to achieve the amount of variation we have in Silverglade. Ugh. So that's that picture of all of the 74 they used for Silverglade, and then these are the 15 textures and colors that they used for Marley's Farm. And I love that they kept Marley's Farm very simple, and it still kind of reminded you of the old thing. And another of the challenges we face when working with an existing location in the world is the fact that we can't just move everything around as we would like. We always need to make sure that our pre-existing content continues to work for you. When we do a big revamp, as for Silverglade Village or Steve's Farm, it's a big undertaking from the content and the QA team to make sure the new content works with old content, which means digging through 10 years of previous content at times. Otherwise, we would have things floating in the air or quest givers hidden inside of houses, which sometimes still sneak by us, so thank you for the reports. For Marley's Farm, we took the opportunity to remove some of the Western theme that was there, and instead we tried to align what you see the man living there, in this case Marley, and he likes potatoes. I was wondering that because everywhere I saw Marley's Farm, there were so many potatoes, but I guess it leaves off the Marley's Farm theme there because I do like that. It just feels like the classic Marley's Farm. So this is the creating a technical foundation for the future, which shows us the water shader, what they did for that. So besides the revamp of Marley's Farm, we also want to share some improvements we do to our game tech. Some of the major updates last year included moving from 32 bits support to 64, updating the version 17 of our programming language C++, and porting our editor to a more modern UI and software framework named Qt. In-house, we call it the Qt editor, and it will allow our users, artists, and game designers to work more efficiently. So on the graphical side, we implemented 𝓜𝓪𝓲, a third-party software that helps us optimize the game content. We added a gradient map shader that we used in revamping Marley's Farm and Silverglade Village, as explained above, and we also revamped the water shader. Beyond that, we can now give you an even better looking game with these improvements. 𝓜𝓪𝓲 is also crucial for the performance of the game, minimizing lag and game crashes due to player devices running out of memory. In fact, optimization of memory is something we always have an extra eye on and continue to improve, since this is one of the main reasons why the game sometimes crashes for you. It's definitely, that happened to me a long time ago, but it doesn't do that anymore for some reason. So one of the first improvements we're doing 2022 is adding more game databases in Europe. The reason for doing this challenging improvement is to give you a more stable player experience with less lag. Instead of having only one game database in Europe, we will now have more than 10, which basically means we can handle more players online at the same time and also more activity from each server without you experiencing some disturbances when you play. This will also allow us to add more platforms in the future. One of those platforms is mobile. Yay! So rolling out more game databases, beginning it with Denmark, is a vital step to be able to offer you to play Star Stable on mobile in Europe, iOS, only for now, but with our eyes set on Android in the future. In order to handle all these game databases, we also rewrote and modernized some of the back-end services related to your character. When these back-end services were released, we had and are still experiencing some hiccups, and a lot of you have experienced the weird message to create a character. You already had one. We are super sorry for this. We didn't mean to scare or annoy you. The team is working incredibly hard and in shifts in order to fix this hiccup. The majority of the issues are gone, and we will, of course, continue to work on it until it is solved completely. And the last thing we were waiting for is the player character update. We really want to keep all of you up to date about our progress on the new player character. So from now on, we will post updates about it every month. We're really excited by the progress we've made so far and can't wait to show you more about it. So I guess I'm really excited because they're going to post every month about it now. So like I'll be able to see how far it's going into. As said previously, the research phase was longer and more complicated than planned. We must deal with 10 years of content to build a better character with more options while keeping game performance impact as low as possible. Here are some technical challenges we have now overcome: making different body shapes fit on every horse, adapting clothes to body shapes, and improving the render on skin color. Updating is often trickier than creating a new, which gives us an excellent opportunity to learn something new. Stay positive, right? The approach we are taking in designing this new character will allow us to update it more easily from a technical point of view. We aren't just planning to release it, we're crafting it so that more options and features can potentially be implemented into the future. Because there are so many things we want to add. First, we're focusing on the diversity and inclusivity, as we want to celebrate how unique each of our players is. Also, to answer some of your worries, no paid transition will be required to update the character. It will be applied to new and all players. Besides, we're doing our best to minimize the impact of previous purchases such as hairstyles and clothes. We're happy to share with you another work in progress pictures. It's far from final and numerous changes may happen. Ooh, okay, I really like this. If you look at it, hold on. So this is not final, but this is the test body with clothes tests. So I really actually do like this, and I'm super excited because like it's like, oh my gosh, we're finally getting updated characters. So what is this? It says also to answer some of your worries. I read this, okay. So it just says something about we're doing our best to minimize the impact on previous purchases such as hairstyles and clothes. I am definitely so excited about this character update because, you know, my character update right now, I'm going to be pretty much, I probably will forget of what my character looked like and will have to go watch my old videos to see her. But on the other hand, I'm excited that we're going to get something that looks almost realistic and like the body shape that they're doing. And how are they going to get my body shape in there? Like, this is going to be so confused because like, it's like, are you going to go in there and like reshape your body shape to the exact shape you have now? I don't know, but we will be kept up to date with all of the monthly newsletters and blogs that they do for the character updates. So we'll see in the further articles they have of how it's going and stuff. But that is it for today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Also follow me on Instagram at Isabel Emberscroll, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!